guys, hope you're well. So, jam wine time. It is the results of our blackcurrant jam wine. Haven't done the blackcurrant one, so it's gonna be pretty damn cool. So, if you haven't seen the part 1 video, I will stick the link at the top there, so well, you can see it if you want. So jam wine, it is finished, it's done, it's looking good, and it's time to bottle it up. Now, unlike ordinary wines, we didn't adjust the acids in it, we didn't change the tannin content, we didn't try and make it like a wine, we made it as a fruit wine, which means we have the ability to be able to drink it now. Pretty cool. So I'm going to pop the hydrometer in and I'm going to see what it's at. Now it was up at 14%, so I think it's going to be a little bit sweeter, like the first jam wine I did with the fantastically cheap Tesco value jam. So we just gave it a minute to stop moving around, make sure we get a half decent reading, and it is reading right at 1.015. Ooh, not dryness. No, I wasn't really expecting it to go all the way to dryness, but that is still really respectable for a wine, especially one that was up at 14%, and we used a 14% yeast. So that gives us an alcohol percentage around 10% and a couple of small bits in spare change. But that's cool, it's done, it's going to save us a bit of back sweetening, it is looking good. So we need to bottle this bad boy up. Now I've already gone ahead and I've sterilized everything, including my hydrometer that was in fresh water. Now I used bleach and washing up liquid, my favorite go-to stuff, and even did that in the bottles and rinsed them out until they don't smell of bleach. Not bleachy. I got a couple of clear ones because, well, get to see what it looks like in the bottle. Bottle appeal. Sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up my siphon because I'm lazy. And the only thing I'm going to be doing differently than I normally do in my bottling is because it's got a little crud that will try and make its way through. I will be using a sterilized funnel and a sterilized sieve just to catch the large chunks because, well, we put the jam in there including all the fruit, so might as well just go ahead, make a siphon and bottle up some booze. There we go. So bottling is complete and we have 6 bottles and a little bit to try. It is the last dregs at the bottom. Oh well, never mind. I'm not complaining. All the other bottles are better than what's in the glass, so that's pretty cool. As you can tell, or may not be able to tell, it is actually very, very dark, this stuff. It is clear. The pectolase work, there is no sediment in here, and well, it just looks like a good wine, even in a clear bottle. Looks even better in a green one. Looks like proper wine. So because this is a quick drinking wine, you don't have to be as, well, fussy about aerating your wine. I don't degas my wines, as well you know, and if I do it in the bottle. So no air can get in, might as well go the full measure. So because this is a quick drinking wine, aeration or aerating your wine isn't such a problem, especially when siphoning in. It's a quick drinking wine. It's not going to be hanging around for months on end. So let's give this a go. So it was slightly sweet to start off with. Cheers. Not bad. So if you like a dry style wine, just as is, something dry and fruity, a little bit warming because of the alcohol, leave it as is. But it is a fruit wine, it is a quick drinking wine, it will taste better if it's sweetened. So the sweetener I'm going to use is canderel. Oh yes. Normally I use sucralose, but this is what I had at the local shop. So it goes just a little bit, since I've only got a little taste. Very nice. So if you haven't had blackcurrants, fresh blackcurrants, they are kind of zingy. They are kind of acidic and not really that sweet. Usually you sweeten your blackcurrants. Some like it, some don't. I do like my sweet blackcurrants. Makes really good jam. And, doing it the other way. Cheers. Oh, that is good. It is smooth. It tastes like blackcurrants, as you would expect it to, because we didn't mess around with it. It just tastes like blackcurrant. That's it. A bit like Ribena, but not as sweet and not as watery. I like my Ribena quite strong. So just for that, for people to compare, it is like real Ribena, if Ribena was not full of sugar. That is really good. So I'm going to go ahead and from that and add in about 4 teaspoons of my sweetener. After it's aged for about 24 hours, it sweetens a bit more, so I'm just going to go ahead, pick a bottle, and add in my 4 sweeteners. Might as well just use the finger funnel. Now the great thing about using the sweetener is we don't have to store them in the fridge. If you use sugar, best to do that. There we go, looking good. Put the lid on and shake it like mad. And there we go, I've shaken the hell out of it. And hopefully this should be degassed now. A little bit frothy, but okay. Let's pour myself a glass. I can't help myself. Ooh, berries. Unlike the stuff that I got out of the bottom of the demijohn, the very last dregs, this is lovely and clear. So how does it taste? That tastes good. Now, considering that this is a young wine, young wines normally taste really acidic and kind of cack. This one, because we've added sweetness to it and we didn't bother adding all the tannin and all the rest of that rubbish, it actually tastes like a fruit. That's what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like a wine in the general sense. It just tastes like a squash or a cordial, with a slight warming taste. Not bad indeed. Not bad for a couple of jars of jam. So, I'm going to be giving a couple of these bottles away, so I'm not going to sweeten all of them, because I know that they like the tart edge of blackcurrants. And that has it without any sweetening to it. But I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to try and save a bottle, because it's never happened before, and come back after the 6 months time, and we'll do a tasting to see what it tastes like once it's been fully aged to perfection without any sweetening. Be interesting to see. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to check out some of the other ones, and well, subscribe if you feel like it. I've got wine. Cheers. So I just want to take a second to thank my patrons. They're helping me grow the channel, upgrade my equipment, all of that fantastic stuff. And as a thank you to them and for future patrons, I also do 4 Patreon only videos per month. So it's pretty handy if you want a little bit extra. So there's some other links to videos down below, and of course the Patreon and subscribe button. Don't forget to check those out. See ya.